Hello, I'm Tamara Stefanovich. I was born in Belgrade. I'm a pianist, but more of a musician than just a pianist. It seems to have been there all the time, because my mom didn't have finances to have a babysitter, so she loved music and she went every week, twice, for concerts of Belgrade Philharmonic. And I was there as a baby, drinking my milk and listening to all these sounds. So, and my brother and sister are musicians. My dad could improvise a little bit, my mom sang, but they were not professional musicians, which is less important than just to have a general feeling that music is something really necessary, I think, for everyone.
Why you choose to play piano?
Because my brother already played violin and my sister played cello, so I think trumpet would have been a bit too loud. It was a small apartment, so I was practicing in the place where it was the kitchen, and my sister was practicing the bathroom, and my brother in the dining room. So I was always used to having a lot of sounds, and that's why food is very important to me as well. I have a different view of it. I never felt that it's difficult. I think it's challenging. I think if we change the vocabulary, then it's not a problem, it's not an obstacle, it's challenging. But I think we're not here on this earth to have just simple adventures, but I think rich adventures. Let's just say this music is complex and rich, but so are the best of the masterworks. I mean, anyone listening first time to Beethoven's string quartet can't really understand it, isn't it? And Beethoven was also new music, and he was not understood immediately. So yes, as with people, if you meet someone, you think you know them, or you think you understand, but actually everything takes time. So allowing time and allowing oneself to be sometimes even overwhelmed is a good thing. I think we're a bit tired, and there are so many problems in our lives that we want simple solutions. But there are no simple solutions. There may be rich solutions. And acoustically also, we should maybe try to listen more to the silence also, which is almost non-existent. That's why pieces like Stockhausen that I'm going to play tomorrow, it has an image of something terribly contemporary, but it's a piece it's been written in '54. Can you imagine? It's more than half a century ago. And there are so many moments where he just expands the time. It's almost like science fiction, like looking at stars, looking in something that you don't understand, but it fascinates you. And I think as long as we are like a child, I have a 3-year-old son, he never comes to me and say, "Oh, Mom, stop playing this Stockhausen." He just comes and it's amazed, and he wants to understand or just experience. I think we interpreters have a lot to do, to not come on the stage as stars and not to promote ourselves, but to promote the music and this common experience. I'm not playing tomorrow for you, we're all experiencing this music together. That's how I'll go on stage. I'm not there to showcase myself, it's not an arena. I don't see it that way. I'm just presenting music that I didn't write, but that I love, and I want to share this with you. So I think maybe what I'm going to do tomorrow as well, I'm going to talk a little bit, moderate, explain, maybe help out like a good museum guide, listen to this, take care of this place, you might recognize something, and then we have to all see how it's going to work. There are concerts where the communication between the music and the public is very easy. There are some pieces that need more help from me, and the audience has to help me as well. Everyone has to be active. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It has a warmth. It's large, but you don't feel like it's wanting to be powerful. It's just large because it wants to accommodate, it wants to host a lot of people. So it's like a good party venue. Oh yes, I play everything I like.
Like jazz?
I like jazz enormously, and I tried to improvise, but I'm totally untalented for that. And I have a lot of respect, but it's interesting. I've taken some lessons in Indian music with a tabla master, you know, the percussion instrument. Yeah. And I have enormous respect for folk music as well. Indian folk music, Indian classical music. Balkan folk music, because I think these are the roots of all the music that we have, and everything was built from there. But it has to grow. We have to respect the music of our time as well. Yes, we've changed the concerto because unfortunately the conductor was supposed to come, didn't come for personal reasons, and because of all these things happening in Mexico, we thought something more recognizable and with lack of rehearsal a bit easier to present is going to be the Gershwin concerto. And it's a concerto from someone who comes from a different part of the world, trying to compose a classical concerto. So I think that mix is quite interesting. So I would like to invite everyone to come to the concert, not because of me, but because of the music. And I'm going to take you on an adventure, and I hope you like traveling and acoustical travel. And we're going to go to many different galaxies together, and hope that we emerge changed, for better or for worse. Viva alla OFUNAM!